Welcome to Absolute Alignment with Christy L. Biga, when success feels easy, on TransformationTalkRadio.com. And now your host, Christy L. Biga.
Hi, everyone. Welcome for this new episode of Absolute Alignment with Christelle, when success feels easy. We are here every first and third Friday of the month, 1:30 p.m. Pacific time, 4:30 p.m. Eastern time, to share with you powerful tools that will help you get where you want to go in life faster and easier. So if you are not aware of this new feature we have a live studio audience where we have guests that are with us right now in the studio while we are recording this show. And after we finish the interview, they will have an opportunity to ask any questions they have and receive live coaching. So if you are interested in being part of the live studio audience, just use the link in the description of this show and be my VIP guest. I would love to see you. I would love to support you. I would love to have you with us here while we are having this conversation, because as powerful as it is to listen to a podcast, imagine having the opportunity to get your questions answered in real time. It's completely a life, a game changer. So use the link in the description and save your seat for the next episode. So today, I'm really excited because we have an amazing topic. The topic today is really powerful. It's called turning your mind into a magnet for what you want. We all have desires. We all have goals. We all have dreams. That's the reason why we wake up every morning. We want something different, want something new. Sometimes we just have that feeling of, I want something more. And we don't know what it is. We are here today to help you really make sure that whatever it is that you want to create, whatever it is that you want to achieve, whatever it is that you are working so hard right now to create for yourself, in your relationship, in your business, or, in your life in general, you are set up for success. The reason why people don't get what they want is not always because they don't do the work. People have 3 jobs, but they barely get by. So it's not all about hard work. It's not all about just setting the intention, because sometimes people set intention. Some people even have a vision board. They write their goals down. They do all the things that they share either in the personal development work or, whatever tools they use. They have those, tools in their hands. They use them. Not that they don't use them. They use them. And for some reason, they still don't get the result they want, which brings a lot of frustration. I've been there. I've been in programs or used techniques that were supposed to get me the result, and some way, somehow, I didn't get the result, and I got frustrated. I beat myself up. I wondered what was wrong with me. What was I doing wrong? Why wasn't I getting the result? I was doing all the things. I was following all the steps. But then what was missing? Why wasn't I getting exactly what it is that I wanted? My vision was clear. I followed all the steps. What was wrong with me? Was I broken? What was missing? And it can bring a lot of frustration if you have been there in that situation where you really want something, you put in the work, you put in the intention, you try to stay positive, you try to do all your affirmation the way they told you. Sometimes you meditate, you do all those things, and still you don't get what you want, and you wonder why. What is wrong? And sometimes people get frustrated to their coaches thinking, well, they told me it's going to get me where I wanted to go already. Well, it didn't work. The program doesn't work. That coach just took my money and didn't get me the result. And sometimes we beat ourselves up. There is something wrong with me. It works for everyone else, but for me. It's deeper than that. First thing, there's nothing wrong with you. You're not broken. I am not broken. No one is broken. We are all exactly the person we are supposed to be for the life we want, for the things we desire in life. But sometimes we just don't use the tools we have in a proper way. Sometimes there is just one thing that we forget that is deeper than just having a vision board or setting the intention or staying positive or working hard. It's bigger than that. It's higher than that. There is a deeper level that sometimes we miss. We see ourselves just as these physical beings that we see, that we touch, and all of that. But we are not just this physical part of ourselves. There is a part of us that we don't see, and that is really powerful. It's the subconscious part of ourselves. It's the spiritual part of ourselves. It's that part of ourselves that is not tangible, but that is so powerful. That's really where everything is happening. That's where the real conversation is going on. Every experience we go through, every, thing we experience in life creates a story. And that story is taught in that part that we don't see. And because we don't see it, we tend to forget it. Because we don't really interact with it on a regular basis, we forget that we have that part of ourselves that is storing all those informations, that is creating all those stories, and now running in the back. Just like you have a computer, you see that physical part of your computer, but the memory, the program, the systems, the softwares are really the thing making your computer powerful or not. It's not how cute your computer look. It's not how strong your computer look in the physical piece of it. It's really the software. Is it updated? Is it, at the right speed? Do you have the right internet connection? All those are really important for you to get the best result from your computer. And that's what it is when it comes to creating the things you want, manifesting them, whatever word you want to use. You have to make sure the story is running in the back of your mind. The story is running in the back when, you're not even conscious, when you don't know that those stories are still there. Those, painful experiences, those traumatic experiences have created stories that you are not aware of. Maybe you forgot the experience, but the story that was created is still there. And it's running, just like a software running a computer. And that's what you have to pay attention to. What stories have you created? Is it a story of I'm not good enough? Is it a story of I don't deserve what it is that I want? Is it a story of, well, it works for everyone else but for me? Is it a story of I am not ready? Is it a story of I need to work harder? Is it a story of I'm not, the person that is for all everyone else but for me? What is the story in the back of your mind? That's probably the story you want to pay attention to. Because if you do not change that story, if you don't rewrite that story, if you do not shift the conversation happening in the back of your mind, you can create all vision boards. You can set all the goals. You can put all the work in. You can follow all the steps. You can, do everything they tell you it works. And you will not get the result. Because your mind, your subconscious mind has the power to really run your life. And it's running your life. That's why you wonder why, after all the things you have done, you're not getting the result. Simply because there is a software in the background that is saying this story doesn't match. This is not how we are programmed to work. This is not how we are programmed to operate. We are not programmed to be rich. We are not programmed to be happy. We are not programmed to be, healthy. We are not programmed for this. So it's not going to work, whatever effort we put in. So to avoid that frustration, let's really go deeper. Go there, pay attention to the story, acknowledge it, recognize it, and shift it, rewrite it. How do you do that? You'll ask me, right? That's what we are going to talk about in the second part of this show, because I have with me a guest that is a specialty. She's here to show you how to go there in your subconscious mind, change the stories, and how to do that in a way where after you have done all the things to share with you, for sure, you will attract all the things you want in your life. Just stay tuned. Stay with me. We're going to talk about all of that in the second part of this show with my guest. For now, we're going to take a break. And remember, we are here every first and third Friday of the month, 1:30 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. And you can be with us while we are recording this show. To be in the live studio audience, just use the link in the description and you'll be with us. Because if she shares something that you want to know more about, you'll have a chance to ask her all the questions. So for now, we're going to take a break. Stay with us. We're going to be here in a few for the second part of Absolute Alignment with Christelle, when success feels easy. See you.
What we've been taught and told is not all there is. Life is all about energy, and the energy you feel is real. Tune into the Energy Paradigm each month on transformationtalkradio.com with Dr. Vic. The Energy Paradigm is an eye-opening, mind-shifting, transformative, and earth-shattering way to live, work, and do business that will enable you to unlock your magic every day. Visit theenergyparadigm.com.
Hey everybody, this is Psychic Medium Jamie, and boy do I have a gift for you to help you get through March Madness. You've all said you're tired of jumping through hoops, so for the month of March, my gift to all of you is my full hour sessions are now half off. Psychic readings, oracle card readings, connect with your loved ones, and gain spiritual guidance from your spirit team. So get ready to step in and move from March Madness to March Manifestation together. Book at shadesofspirit.com or call me at 858-684-7575.
Inspire, create, empower. Only on TransformationTalkRadio.com.
Welcome back for the second part of Absolute Alignment with Christelle, when success feels easy. Today, we are talking about turning your mind into a magnet for what you want. So I don't know what are your dreams, what are your goals, what are you working on to manifest or to create in your life right now, whether it's in your business, your relationship, your life in general. Today is the day for you to get all the little tricks and tips to get there faster. So I have with me an amazing guest. She's a hypnotherapist, a transformational coach, author, and she knows how the subconscious mind works. It's not just woo-woo stuff. So when we say manifestation, sometimes we think we have to meditate, call it, I don't know from where. She's a scientist. So she will give you proven tips, proven strategies, proven techniques that will absolutely help you. So I will invite right now Kirsten to join me. Hi, Kirsten.
Hi, thank you so much for having me here.
Thank you for coming. So, Kirsten, do you want to introduce yourself and share with us how we can turn our mind into a magnet for what it is that we want?
Absolutely. So thank you so much. I am Kirsten Bloomquist. I am a clinical hypnotherapist, and I've been doing that for 8.5 years. I also do transformational coaching, and like Christelle said, I am the author of the book, Power Now, The Art of Getting What You Want, How to Master Your Mind and Love Your Life. So when I first started my career, I was helping people with discovering the power of their mind and using it to overcome different health situations. And I was a really big skeptic in the power of the mind, yet I ended up here out of curiosity. I just decided to study hypnotherapy to help myself, and I could not believe the results that people were getting. It was so unbelievable that my name started spreading throughout the industry, and people were just blown away at the results that my clients were getting. So then I decided to take that focus, where I'm focusing on solving people's problems, and what if we focus instead on creating their dream life? What if we focus instead on building bigger things, boosting confidence, happiness, success? Then what happens? And of course, there's the law of attraction. And I noticed this is a huge phenomenon, right? But it's not working for a lot of people. So why is that? Well, we're going to dive into that in today's talk. And I'm going to be showing you the 3 common mistakes that people are making and how you can correct those things. And I'm going to be giving you tangible steps that you can walk away with today, that they are effective. Because if you're anything like me, I love all the woo-woo stuff, but I also really want to know that it works. I want to know that it's proven and it's effective and it's not just wasting my time, right? So all my 8.5 years of working with the subconscious mind, I have simmered everything down into my own Power Now formula, which I have shared in my book, and I'm going to be sharing it here with you guys today. So first of all, let's dive into the subconscious mind. Now, most people aren't too familiar with that, and that's perfectly okay. I like to break it down in the most simple way possible, because when it's simple, then you're going to remember it and you're going to use it. So basically, all you need to know is that there's the conscious mind and the subconscious mind. Those are the 2 most important parts of the mind to understand. Your conscious mind, that's roughly 5% of your mind. That's your logical thinking part of your mind that's like, does the law of attraction really work, right? So that's where you're analyzing things. Then there is the subconscious mind. Now that's the other 95% of your mind. And within that part of the mind is all of your long-term memories. It's your programming, your beliefs, your morals, and it is your personality, your fears, your phobias, any of your characteristics, your skills, and most importantly, your habits. Those all fall into your subconscious mind. So in a very simple way, we can call it the blueprint for who you are. Now, this is your internal blueprint that will affect all areas of your life. Like Christelle said, it is similar to the apps that you have on your computer, or, when I talk about the phone being your mind, your subconscious mind. The apps are the beliefs that are there that are determining how far you're going to get with your income, your relationships, your happiness. And they're also determining, what roadblocks are going to be happening along the way. So the first mistake that people are making when it comes to the law of attraction, because I'm sure you've tried morning rituals, meditations, affirmations, like doing all these things, and you're like, yeah, I still don't get it. It's still not working. It seems like it's easier for other people, but it's just not happening for me. Why is that? So the first thing is because most people are only using the law of attraction on a conscious level. And remember that conscious part of the mind that I described, that's only 5% of your mind. So while 5% of your mind is better than 0% for sure, but we want to get into that 95% of the mind. So when we are just creating a vision board and we're writing down our goals or we're meditating, most people, because they're not familiar with the subconscious mind, they don't know how to access that 95. So their goals and everything are staying very topical, right? That's that 5% of the mind, and they don't know how to get deeper. So what I like to show people is that the solution is in getting into that 95% of the mind. We want to get deeper. So for instance, if you just look at a garden, I just moved to a new house and there's soil everywhere, but there's no flowers. So if I go out there and I just look at it and I say, I want there to be flowers. I want there to be flowers. And I really think about it and picture it. When I open my eyes, are there going to be flowers there? No, right? There's not flowers there. So that's where a lot of people leave it, is they think about it, and every day they think about it. This is what I want as my goal. And then they open their eyes and it's not happening. They get frustrated and they give up. So your thoughts are always the first step. You want to get your thoughts into alignment, and that's the mental side of things. That's your conscious mind. So you want to get that in alignment and be aware of what you want, but then you need to get it deeper. And to do that, you need to be able to connect to your subconscious mind. Now, I don't want to say there's only one way to connect. There's not. There are several ways that you can connect to your subconscious mind. And usually when I work with my clients, I teach them self-hypnosis, which is a very fast method to get into that flow state where you're in the zone and everything's happening and you can create from that state. But, do what works for you. So I've had clients who say, the methods that I teach is as if they were meditating every day for 2 hours a day over the course of 10 years to get into the zone. They say it's like I cut that all out, those 10 years, and they just get it just like that. So you can do this through several different things. I recommend eating healthy is good. Meditation, if you can find a way to get into that flow state, and movement. Also, a lot of people, when you move, you get creative. You have ideas coming around. So if you don't know self-hypnosis, focus on some sort of stillness like meditation and a little bit of movement to help yourself get into the zone. Or what I'm going to do is I'm going to walk you through a very simple technique right now that this isn't going to put you into a state of trance, but it's going to help alter your state, because when you are just looking at a problem with your same level of thinking, you're going to be thinking of more problems and you're not going to be able to shift out of that state. So the key is to connect. So that's pillar number one of my Power Now method, is you want to connect. You want to alter your state and you want to connect to the things you want, the energy, the vibrancy. You want to connect to that. So let's just walk through a little example here. So I'm going to ask you, as long as you're not driving, to allow your eyes to close and take in a nice deep breath, filling up your lungs, putting your shoulders back, exhaling slowly out of your mouth, then breathing in deeply. And as you continue to breathe deeply, just think of something that you are grateful for. Exhaling slowly. Continuing to breathe deeply, focusing on that one thing that you're very grateful for. And just noticing where you feel that gratitude in your body. It might be in your heart, perhaps just thinking about that thing or that person, whatever it is, focusing on that gratitude. You might feel your cheeks smiling. You might be feeling a little lighter and happier just thinking about that. And connecting to that energy, giving permission in your body for that energy to be here. Just feeling that gratitude intensifying even more. Breathing in, and as you exhale, you can allow your eyes to open. So this is something that I highly recommend doing, is starting the day with gratitude, focusing on one thing that you're already grateful for, because all too often, like Christelle said, is the media and everything around us is really programming us to have low confidence, to not be happy, to be always looking for the next thing, to feel like the answer's outside of ourselves. So first thing in the morning, what do? We reach for our phone. We're comparing our lives to someone else. We're feeling like there's all these problems, this overwhelm, right? It's a bad start to the day. And when we're in that state of mind, we're just going to be thinking of more problems. So this is where your mind already is a magnet. And you might be noticing that when you wake up and you have all these problems, that magnet is just attracting more problems. And you're remembering, oh yeah, there's that bill that I have to pay. There's these emails, there's everything. And you've already got your day off to a bad start. And there's more and more stress. It just adds up throughout the day. So instead, you want to become aware of what you're grateful for. And you saw that only took about 30 seconds. So you take this 30 seconds and you really just want to connect to what you're grateful for and envision the day like that. So that's where, if you don't know self-hypnosis or you don't know how to get into the flow, start with connection and connecting to gratitude. Now, the second reason why people are failing at the law of attraction is because of internal conflict. So this is, for instance, when you're driving your car and it's as if you have one foot on the gas and one foot on the brakes at the same time. Guess what happens? Not going to go very far, right? So the main thing here, it's like when you set a goal and the harder you try to achieve it, the more you try to do, the more there's this internal resistance and you're fighting yourself, right? And we notice this a lot with New Year's and the New Year's resolutions. The sad truth is that by the first week into New Year's, most people have already given up on their goal. That's pretty sad, right? Now, that's because as soon as you set a goal and you intend well, you're like, I've got it this time. I'm going to do amazing. And so as soon as you set that goal and you start to take action to move forward, well, remember we talked about those apps on your phone that represents your subconscious mind and your programming? Well, there's apps in there that's like, yeah, I want to make more money. I want to get more confidence. But then there's those apps that's like, yeah, I'm not worthy of it. I'm not good enough. I don't know all the things yet. I'm not ready. There's other people better than me. I can never do this. What am I thinking? I should just give up. So it's like all these apps just pop up and their job is to just hold you back and keep you safe, right? So these blocks, they're not really trying to sabotage you, but they're trying to keep you safe because there's that deeper feeling in there that you feel like you're going to fail or you're going to embarrass yourself, something like that. And so your mind is trying to protect you and keep you safe. So that brings us to the second pillar of my Power Now method is we want to clear. We want to clear away the past limiting beliefs and any of the current conditioning. So these could be self-sabotage. It could be overwhelm. It could be that, like Christelle said, you have these stories in your mind that I'm not good enough or I don't deserve it. I'm not ready. Whatever it is, that you have these things. And as soon as you can change that programming in your mind, you can neutralize it or you can uninstall it. You can reinstall something different, all these powerful beliefs. Now you're able to help take that foot off the brakes. And you are the one that can decide, do I want to have my foot on the gas pedal or the brakes? You can speed up, slow down, and you can steer the car in the direction that you want. That's the ultimate goal with learning how your mind works and being able to remove those limitations. So I have a client who came to me. He was stuck at $300,000 a year income. So I say stuck because he had reached a plateau and he had been trying for 10 or 20 years to increase his income, and he just couldn't. There was this glass ceiling. So we worked with the parts of him that were holding him back. And sure enough, later that year, he contacted me that his income had increased to $1 million. So he got out of his own way, because truthfully, we are mainly the ones in our own way. And sometimes we don't even see it, right? So that's why you want to clear away the obstacles. Now, the third reason why the law of attraction is not working for people is because, like I said, we can have these vision boards up, we can have these affirmations. Those are great things. Surround yourself with the things that you want, absolutely. But like I said, when you just are seeing it or just thinking about it, you're staying at that conscious level. You want to go deeper into the subconscious. So think about your thoughts are your conscious mind, your feelings and emotions are your subconscious mind. That's the vibrations, the energy. That's what we want to connect to. So you look at your goals, but you want to be able to embody the feeling of having it now. So this is where we go to pillar number 3 in the Power Now method, and that is create. We want to create new beliefs and new results through new actions. But most people are not aware of. They think if I just think really hard and I spend all day thinking about it, that the answer is going to come and my life's going to change. And if I meditate for a long time, that's going to change everything. No, that is a start, but we need to get into the subconscious mind and we need to change our feelings, changing our relationship with the things around us, but also we need to create habits. Habits are from your subconscious mind and they are your automation for success. So create new habits and that's going to help you create new results. You can do this by starting to visualize yourself as the person who you want to be, as a person who's already achieved your goals, that you are that person now. Feel that energy now. Feel what it's like to have those things. And then ask yourself, what would this 2.0 version of me be doing differently? How would I feel differently? And you want to shrink that from where you are now to what you see there and bring it together and merge it so you're feeling that now. And then you step out of that visualization as that newer version of yourself, taking those new actions and feeling this new way, embodying what it feels like to reach your goals and move forward from there. And if you would like more help with this too, you can feel free to reach out to me. And I have a free visualization that's like a light hypnosis that you can grab on my website. It's for manifesting and visualizing. So that's at www.feelingpowerful.com/free.
Thank you so much, Kirsten. This was so powerful. And the link for the free gift that Kirsten just shared is available on the description of this show. So please go ahead and grab it because you heard her. She knows what she's talking about. So please take advantage of that gift. Thank you so much, Kirsten. It was so powerful to have you here. And this was really, really helpful. Practical steps to create what you want in an effective way. Make the law of attraction work for you with proven techniques. She's a scientist, so it's not just woo-woo. This is proven. This is how your brain, your subconscious mind works, and this is how you can make them work for you to create what it is that you want. Thank you so much for watching this show. We are here every first and third Friday of the month, 1:30 p.m. Pacific time, 4:30 p.m. Eastern time, for Absolute Alignment with Christelle, when success feels easy. And we'll be happy to have you in the live studio audience next time. And to save your seat, use the link in the description of this show. For now, we will say bye to you and go with our VIP guests in the breakout room session to answer all the questions they have and give them live coaching. It's also available for you. Thank you so much for watching this, for listening this. See you on the next episode. Bye.
Views expressed on this program are those of the host, guests, and callers, and do not necessarily reflect the views of the station, its management, or advertisers. You're listening to Transformation Talk Radio.